best friend. Hey, I am your manifestation coach, Keyonna Divine. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our channel where we have real discussions about real life because I am a life coach. What does a life coach do, Keyonna? A life coach is a professional accountability partner, meaning you tell me the direction of where you want your life to go, and I hold you accountable for that, making sure that you are doing all the things you need to do in order to be the highest and truest, newest version of yourself. Now, my specialty is manifesting, okay? That's why I say manifestation coach, is because I want to show you how to manifest what it is that you want. Basically, I don't want you to work hard to get that and what you desire. I want you to become the person who has what it is that you desire. So I want you to not take the shortcuts. I want you to learn whatever it is you need to learn in order to be that person. And then once you're that person, nobody can take that away from you. So you're always going to get whatever it is on that frequency that you're on. So that's what a life coach is, and that is what a manifestation coach does. So um, I wanted to talk to you about goals. Now, Q2 is coming for those who are in the business world. And that is the second quarter of 2023 is coming April 1st, 2023, right? And for those who are goal oriented, to have those goals, it's like, oh my God, time is slipping by. What am I supposed to do? I know that we did our vision boards in the beginning of the year, and by Q2, those vision boards can get stale. So what I want to do is, pop up in here and give you some motivation on, refreshing your goals. Now, goals for me is an acronym. And the acronym that I came up for goals is, and I'm sure that I got this from a genius because I surround myself around geniuses. Like all the people that I listen to or get advice from and all of that are millionaires. Like you place yourself where you see yourself. And if you're placing yourself where you don't see yourself, girl, you're doing yourself a disservice. Get yourself some rich friends, okay? You got one already, right here. I'm your bestie. Okay, so goals, right? Goals. Go on and learn something. Goals. GOALS. Go on and learn something. So, what a goal essentially is a stair step onto the next, truest, and highest version of who you truly are, right? So, you have this goal, this thing that you want to obtain. Your job is to become that person who has that thing, right? So what do you have to do? You got to figure out what the person that has that thing does, who he or she is, how do they think, how did they acquire, what limiting beliefs do you have that's stopping you from having that thing? What steps do you need to take? It's all about learning the skills of not that thing, learning the skills of that individual who has that thing. Because once you mimic and really take on the skills, the personality, the characteristics of the person who has that thing, then you have that thing. Because there's nothing in between you having that thing and not having that thing if your skill set, your abilities, and your characteristics are up to speed. Right? I mean, right or wrong. So it's all about embodying that thing. It's all about embodying that thing. So what do you have to do? Start learning something. One of my coaches, Donnie Wiggins, just put out some new content. Yay! I'm excited to suck it up. Okay. So what do you have to do? You got to go learn something within that field. Learn something. Go on and learn something. It's about becoming that person. This is how you manifest your goal. See, I was posed with the question of how do you manifest all of your goals? Well, I just go on and learn something new pertaining to that thing, but in the category of the person who I have to be in order to have that thing. You take on those skills, you take on those mindsets, you take on those beliefs, and then you feel as if you're worthy of that thing. And there's no reason why you can't rub shoulders with what it is that you want. It's simple as that. I remember I never had the idea or dream or never discussed being a millionaire until I encountered Stormy Wellington, right? Who was like my very first Black female coach, you know, who wasn't too far in age from me, right? So all of that it worked itself in, right? Which is very important to have somebody that look like you, that, you know, has sort of what you want to have. And so she just kept talking to me and was saying stuff like to me like, you broke. I'm like, dang, you broke? You broke in all the areas of your life. If you broke in your financial dimension, you broke in other areas because you're not able to do the things that you want to do in the other areas of your life. If you don't have enough money, you broke. That means you must be around broke people. That means you must have broke conversations. You must have a broke mindset. You're broke. You're broke. And she said, basically, you don't have to be. You choose to be broke because you can soak up all this knowledge and feel wealthy. That really hit a spot with me. And I realized that I was the one keeping myself mentally, physically, emotionally broke. And I soaked up all the knowledge that she had to offer me. And then after some time, a year later, I'm looking back and I'm like, who was that person? You know, like, who was that person? Like, nah, I'm a millionaire. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I never understood how I could live with myself with not thinking highly of myself. So I started walking around telling people that I was going to be a millionaire. I'm going to make $1 million this year, this, that, and the other. And I'm looking at how they're looking at me. And I feel the emotions of that in which they possess, because they like, who the freak are you to say that you're going to be a millionaire? Why do you have the audacity? And in my head, I was having conversations with them like, how do you don't have the audacity to want the best for yourself? You know? And it's all about putting yourself in the environment that's going to accommodate such thoughts, such beliefs, you know, putting yourself in the environment of that. Because I never would have thought that if I wasn't in the environment of that. And the only way that I got in the environment of that is because I knew I needed to learn. Go on and learn something. Once you learn something, you will eventually get in the environment that you need to be in, that other people are already in, and you'll be like, dang, this is home. Hello, home. Welcome home. I'm home. She's here. She has arrived. By the way, She Has Arrived is one of the names of one of my books. I'll link it in the description box below for you so that you can encourage me to, you know, publish it and things. She has arrived. Hello. It's about expanding your paradigm and putting yourself in those environments and getting in those environments. And then I still had so much to learn after that, because she was talking about going to workshops where you pay $10,000, $100,000, 150, working with Les Brown, where she had to pay him, was it $1 million or $500,000? Anyway, an extensive amount of money to work with them, and just breaking me out of all these broke paradigms that I had on myself, because I'm like, dang, you know, like the mindset is it was hard enough to pay the $99 a month to be a part of the membership and to be consistent with it. Then I got that and it was down pat, and it was time for me to move on to the next thing and widen my paradigm of things. It was only because I was in the environment to do so. I saw these things as the new norm, because it wasn't a normal thing for me to have a coach that's going to guide me, who's going to talk to me the way that I need to be talked to, and that I actually have to pay. That wasn't normal for me. And then it wasn't normal for me to see all these mansions and stuff every day, and these big, huge luxury cars, and people that look just like me that have these things. That wasn't normal for me. Then that became normal for me. I don't know if y'all hear me. Like, that became normal for me because I changed my environment. I went from what? 1,100 square foot house to a 3,000 square foot house, and it's just my husband and I. This is normal for me. I have so much space that I throw balls in the house and my dogs run and get them. They slide across the floor. It became normal for me. So I re-identified the norm. I set new standards for myself for the normal things in my life. And it was only because I changed my environment. So how do you change your environment? The people you listen to, the things you listen to, the people you follow on social media, the people you watch on TV, watching TV at all, the books you read, the books you listen to, in the notes you take, in the conversations you have, in the thoughts you have, in how you set up your schedule. All of these, like, I have literally like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have literally like 8 planners in front of me right now that keep me on deck, and I'm in the market trading right now. That keep me structured in what I need to do in order to be the person that I want to be. This is my new norms. And how did I get that? It's because I had to see somebody else doing it. So it's about to be a whole new quarter. You got this under wraps. You have this under control. I'm your bestie, your best friend, coming to tell you that all the things you didn't accomplish in the first quarter, so you can accomplish them now. Take one thing at a time. What I have done is I created this 30-day Change My Life challenge, and I think I want to introduce it to you guys. We'll talk more about it in the next video, but what it is I took 7 things that I've been sleeping on myself about. That's what the next video is going to be about. And what I did was every day I assigned myself, I can show you. Every day I assigned myself something to do. Like, I put the thing that I wanted to change at the top of each of the month. I put the thing that I wanted to change. And then I asked myself, what 4 things, this is a calendar, by the way, what 4 things do I have to do in order to make this a reality? Because I'm tired of sleeping on myself. I wrote down 4 things I need to do. Well, in this case, it was 5 for some of them, because some of the weeks had 5 weeks in the month for the March. And I said, if I do these things, will I feel successful? Would I feel like I continue to sleep on myself? And I said, no. If I get this done, I'm going to be on top of the world. If I get this done by the end of the month, I'm going to be on top of the world. And that's what I did. 30-day changed my life. Like I said, we'll talk more about that so that you can enter the challenge and everything like that. But my recommendations for you about how to manifest your goals is to go on and learn something so that you can become the person that you need to be in order to have that thing that you want to have. Because you're already God. You are greatness on display. I am your bestie, your best friend, your manifestation coach, Keyonna Divine. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video today. Don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon. Subscribe to this channel. Leave your positive comments in the comment section below and create a new standard for yourself. And add it to the previous standards that you've created. That all of your goals are accomplishable and they are achievable no matter how far you get in them. If you go on and learn something. Go on and learn something about that thing that you want and create a different environment for yourself. When you create a different environment for yourself in regards to that thing, then you'll get closer and closer to whatever it is you want to accomplish, and you won't have to work so hard. It's going to come naturally for you. Think about if you watch YouTube all day or every day, and you go to subscribe to some people who work on cars. And when you turn your YouTube on your TV or on your phone, you're going to see car videos pop up. You're going to see car commercials pop up. AI, is it AI? The intelligence thing. You're going to see all these things to pop up in your world. You're going to start seeing car shops that you never saw before. You're going to start having conversations about cars that you never had before. All because you've decided to adjust your environment, right? Where your attention goes, your energy flows. If your attention is in that specific area, you're bound to manifest something in that specific area. But it's all up to you, boo. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. There's more. There's so much more. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. Don't forget to show me some love by subscribing, joining me on Patreon. I'm trying to build this community and sharing my content, liking this video. Show me some love, y'all. I'm manifesting it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, bestie.